You're locked into the classification game of the FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup from Brno, Czechia. Italy and Mexico is about to do battle. I'm Aaron Sanders. Here are the Italy comes from Group D, Mexico from Group B. Italy, with a 1-2 group record, starts with Olivia Lele, Emilia Magni, Isabel Hassan, the sixth best scorer in the tournament, Sofia Zukon, and Anna Sablic. Italy lost to Slovenia on Wednesday with a final score of 66-44 in the round of 16. And this will be the third ever meeting between Italy and Mexico is looking for their first win against Italy of any kind. Italy won the first two games, including group play 2 years ago, where Italy took it 70-41. Here's the starting five for Mexico. Mariana Diaz gets to start along with Jimenez Velasquez, the sixth best scorer and assist leader in the U17s. Yania Valverde starts with Isamar Rumbo and Marisol Gonzalez. Mariana Diaz had a tournament high of 14 points when they played against the United States of America back on Wednesday, and they're looking to capitalize on that because if Mexico wins, they'll end up with their best finish out of the 5 appearances they've been in the U17 World Cup. 2 years ago, they placed 15th. 4 years ago, they were last in 16th. And in 2014 and 16, they placed 14th. Italy, 2 years ago, they ended up in 7th place. Maria Busanja is looking to advance them to the next round and even higher, because within their last 2 trips in the U17 World Cup, they ended up in 7th and 5th place. Their worst finish was back in 2014, where they ended up in 13th, and in 2016 was their only time they reached the podium with a silver medal finish. There's the head coach of Mexico. Along the way. And we welcome for those of you who tuned in to watch Canada squeak by China by a big shot with a second to go by Frances Volette. Volette said, voila, Canada is now in the semifinals for the second straight U17 World Cup in a row. So they'll play the winner against Slovenia and USA, which will get underway in less than 30 minutes time. We already know the story. It's going to be Australia. Australia going into the semifinal matchup against Spain. And now Canada awaits USA and Slovenia. This is the classification game between Italy and Mexico. They met 2 years ago in group play where Italy won, and they also met at the 13th place game back in 2014 where Italy prevailed 64-52, which proved to be their worst finish in U17 play, and they're not trying to repeat that kind of history. Italy and Mexico will start with Italy winning possession as Lele who gets it near the sideline, and they waste no time going to the hole. Here's the layup. It's good for Sofia Zukon. She did not play against Slovenia, and she's looking to make up for it. Mexico going down low for Valverde, whose first shot bounces out of there. Marisol Gonzalez could not get the rebound. Instead, it is Lele again. Lele, 94-50. That means she went coast to coast, folks. Italy up 4-0. Fast start for Italy, who went 1-2 in Group D. Mexico lost all 3 of their group games in Group B. Here is Diaz slicing to the lane. which leads to the first foul of the day. Two free throws are on the way for Mariana Diaz, who ended up with 14 points against Team USA back on Wednesday. She was one of the handful of members of the U16 AmeriCup team, which Mexico was a part of. She averaged 7.3 points per game. In this tournament, she averages 5.5. Mexico won the bronze in the FIBA U17 AmeriCup last year, their second medal in team history, in order to qualify for the U17s. Both free throws are good for Diaz, a 71.4% shooter. As we played a minute here in this classification game. The three falls short. It's pulled down by Isamar Rumbo, who gives it immediately to Valverde. Valverde will try her luck at the rim again. This time she is met by Zucca, the power forward. Magny having trouble, and it's taken back by Gomez. On the lane, Velasquez, who spoon feeds Valverde. It's out of bounds and will stay with Mexico. Underneath, Valverde can't cash in on the layup. Mexico getting a lot of chances, but they have not found the bottom of the bucket. It is Diaz that has scored the first 2 points for Mexico. Italy placed 6th in last year's U16 Women's Eurobasket. Despite going 3-0 in Group D play, they lost to Serbia in the 5th place game by the final score of 70-66. They lost to Slovenia back on Wednesday, 66-44. The dump off to Hassan is a no-go, but it leads into a foul. First free throw, up and no good for Hassan, who picked up a double-double of 11 points and 11 rebounds the last game, or tournament high 17 points against Egypt in Italy's only win in group play. Italy up 5-2. He is trying to work off the screen. It's back to Velasquez. And it's passed over to Gomez, who misfires. Hassan, tight road dribble on the baseline. Lele for three, and she doesn't get it. Velasquez holding it back just a little bit. She's near the half-court line. Valverde helping out on the screen. She gets the feed. And the turnaround to go with it. Approaching the 7-minute mark in this classification game between Italy and Mexico. The bunny doesn't go for Isabel Hassan. Back comes Velasquez in Mexico. Velasquez, the runner, no good. Lead pass underneath from Magny, yes. Magny picked up a tournament high of 16 points in their loss to Slovenia. Gives them a bit of a cushion for now. Velasquez spins, drives, and scores. That was a fantastic sequence from Velasquez. Magny up to Hassan. Ball poked and it's recovered. Lele with 4 on the shot clock. Zuccan underneath and scores with the teardrop. Italy with the early lead. We're in the first quarter from Brno, Czechia. Screen coming up from Gomez. Velasquez uses it. She dekes her way to the lane and scores. A little bit of sidestepping, and she scored it. This is a Mexico team that does not fear the interior. Rebound pulled down by Zuka. And there's Meredith Jaime checking in. The first time, and the first free throw is no good for Isabel Hassan. Isamar Rumbo committed the foul. So she heads to the bench early. And Valverde picks up the rebound. Velasquez, coast to coast. You cannot stop her. Velasquez with the velocity as she zips from one lane to another. Here's the pull-up. It's no good for Zuka. Italy retains it. Aisha Dagnier into the lineup. Here's Sablic for three. Bellissimo. Great ball movement to give Italy the lead once again. They are up by 2. Velasquez just taking care of business for Mexico. Gomez can't get the tres off the glass. Sablic to Zuka. Magny was looking for Hassan until she took a tumble. Zuka will have a seat, and Mariana Nakomoni has checked in for her. Catch and shoot three, Magny, no. Gomez hands it to Diaz. Diaz scored the first 2 points for Mexico at the foul line. Gomez has no choice but to put it up, and it's off the glass again. Italy running up the floor with Mako Moni, who will shoot a pair. Foul committed by Gomez, and Nakomoni will try to get her first points on the stat sheet today, and she does. She's one of the handful of players that was part of the Italian U16 Eurobasket team. She averaged 5 rebounds per game in that entire tournament, and she goes 1 for 2 at the line this time. Offensive rebound coming from Hassan. Nakomoni will try again against Gomez, and she wins the battle. Italy has won the first 2 meetings against Mexico in the history of U17 play. They're looking to make it 3 in a row. Here's the fadeaway, got it. Yania Valverde. Valverde, who turned 17 back on July 13th, gets 2 more up on the scoreboard. The 3 is good. Sablic makes them pay. Nice behind the back dribble from Velasquez. She passes it to Gomez, who goes wide on the layup. And it misses, picked up by Hassan. This first quarter is going by. Down low. Nakomoni. Magni upstairs. And she passes it to Sablich for another three. That time it doesn't go. Rebound scooped up by Diaz. Diaz thought about the shot. Mexico swinging the ball around with 8 on the shot clock. Velasquez, she gets the green light. She serves one up, and she fills it. Velasquez taking care of business once again. That is her 8th point. In nearly 8 minutes of play. Gomez takes a seat. And Jordan Martin checks in for her. Alessandro Padulo has checked in for Italy. Sablich feeds it to Nakomoni. As last touch by Mexico. And it's been a back and forth affair between Italy and Mexico. Italy with the lead, and they'll have the ball when we return from the other side of the timeout. It's been all Jimenez Velasquez for Team Mexico, scoring 8 of their first few points in the ball game, and Ana Sablich has got some nice open looks in this close contest. 18-14 in favor of Italy with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. It appeared that Hassan stepped on the line. Very good start between these two teams. They're shooting over 40% from the field. Diaz sees her pass deflected. This time Jaime will toss the ball in. There's a lead pass to Valverde, who's spinning around all over the side. Velasquez scoops it up and bails them out again. Velasquez now with 10 of their 16 points. Yagne not wasting any time. She pulls up and misses. 2 shots are on the way for her. Aisha Diagne's first free throw is no good. She did not play against Slovenia. She was also part of the U16 Eurobasket. Picked up almost 7 points a game, and she gets the second one to go. Martina Pasqualetti checked in earlier for Italy. Jordan Martin moves the rock around. Diaz gets inside after a pump fake. Martine can't match her jersey number. It was well covered by Hassan, who could not control the ball. That's the second time she was unable to keep it in bounds. A minute ago, she tried tight roping the sideline, but her heel stepped on the line to force an out of bounds. 1.9 shows on the shot clock. And Velasquez looking. Up to Martine, she fades away as it bounces off. And traveling is called on Nakomoni. We have a timeout called by Mexico. They're behind by 3 with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. This has been a very tight contest so far, and we have plenty of more action to go as we're in the final stages of the first quarter. Mexico ball, they're behind 19-16. Velasquez, who has the hot hand, has 10. 2 passes later, goes to a corner 3, which is picked up by Hassan. Nakomoni with the rock again as she tries to take on Martine, and she gets another turnover. Brno Czechia, that's the place, home of last year's women's U19, or should I say U19 Women's Basketball World Cup. Here is Velasquez, off the mark. Rebound picked up by Pasqualetti, who is double teamed, and Velasquez steals it at the horn. There is a lot of spunk and attitude between these two teams, and they kept it pretty close, but it's Italy that leads at the end of one. 19-16 is the score. We'll have the second quarter for you in just a moment here at the FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. Prior to the game, 92% of you said that Team Italy would take the victory over Mexico in our game predictor app. And we invite you to cast your predictions, and the margin of victory 5 minutes before tip-off of every game here at the U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. And you have an opportunity to win an official FIBA U17 Women's Basketball official game ball along with some Nike gift cards. Mexico had the lead at the halfway mark in the first quarter, but it's been all Italy for the most part as they led for nearly 9.5 minutes. But Mexico has hung in there, and they have the rock to begin the second quarter. Here is Velasquez. Locates Martin, who gets contact. There'll be no basket on the play. The foul will come from Pasqualetti. On the first play of the second quarter, Martin sets the screen for Velasquez. Did not go far. 4 on the shot clock. Ball deflected by Padulo. Italy using their depth and their second string to start the second quarter. Here's Pasqualetti, no good. Martin gets the air ball. Velasquez already with 10 points. Jaime, now to Velasquez. Martin asking for the ball. Nope, she comes up top for the screen. Here is Velasquez tight-roping the baseline, just like Frances Volette did to seal the victory for Canada with a second to go over China. Canada awaiting the winner of Slovenia and USA for the right to go to the semifinals. In the meantime, Ana Sablic returns for Dagny. Velasquez goes to the stripe and knocks that one down. Her best game by far came in the group closer versus Germany. 21 points, 8 steals, and 6 assists. And she goes 2 for 2. A 1-point ball game. Velasquez, the 6th best scorer and an assist. 15 points and 4.3 assists per game. Makomoni near the far side. She's picked up by Olade. And Sablic can't get it from outside. Big hello to Alexander Ramirez, who's tuning in. Glad you're joining us for this classification game. It's been a close one and a good one. Shot clock at 8. Velasquez looking for room, cuts into the left side and can't get the banker to go. Martin slaps it to Sablic. Lele wide open. And we have a stoppage of play into the front court. And it's Ivana Olade shaken up, and we didn't see what happened. Right now, one of the trainers tending to Ivana Olade. She's trying to put some weight on that leg, but she's walking gingerly off the floor with the assistance from the trainer. So we hope Olade is okay. And she just checked in to start the second quarter. In the meantime, Velasquez will look to spur Mexico to their first lead since the halfway mark in the first quarter. The running layups off the mark for Jaime. Martin gets it over to Velasquez again. Martin off the mark. Here's Magni for a three. Yes! Once Italy gets somebody right near the sideline and out on the open floor, they can make you pay. The layup's no good for Velasquez. She'll have to earn it the old-fashioned way at the stripe. Modulo commits the foul. Mexico behind by 3. Both teams have scored 3 points in the second. And Jimena Velasquez is leading all scorers with a total of 13 points. He is 2 for 3 at the line today. Lele inside to Padulo, whose shot falls short. Another chance for Italy. The shot off the mark for Zucca. 2 shots for the 75% foul shooter. Did not play against Slovenia back on Wednesday, but when she plays, you might want to put a body or two on her. She is the 3rd best rebounder in the game at 10 per game in this tournament. First free throw is good. She picked up a good double-double against Canada in the group opener of 14 boards and 11 points. And she gets one on this trip, make it 24-19. Martin in trouble as Velasquez bails her out. She goes behind the back to get away from Lele. Martin gets the screen. Four to shoot. Here's Mariana Diaz off the back of the iron. She scored the first points for Mexico. It has been quiet since. Give and go option. Zuccan stopped at the line. The floater alert, no good. Zuccan is fouled. A handful of you that not only subscribe to the FIBA YouTube channel, but it's also part of their membership program, which has 3 tiers: rookie, starter, and MVP. And if you're able to subscribe to that right now, you'll be able to get exclusive content, emojis, and more during our FIBA broadcast on YouTube. So be a part of our growing community today. And both free throws are off the mark for Zucca. Italy 24, Mexico 19 as we approach the 6-minute mark in the second. Velasquez has been doing all the work for Mexico so far. Gomez kicks it out. And Gomez gets the ball, and she is rejected by Zucca. Numbers for Italy. Last touched by Mexico. Here's the pass up to the corner for Sablic, who gets close and finds Padulo. And it will be Mexico ball. It was Lele battling with Valverde. It looked like Valverde, from our point of view, touched it last because she got her hands up for the rebound off the deflection, and it will be Italy ball. Valverde touched it last. Lele straight away to Sablic. Sablic left side goes to Magni. Magni swarmed by 3. 3 players. The triple team amounts to the arrow. And it's Italy's lucky break as they had the arrow. Now they have 5 seconds to shoot it. Magni won't get that far. Lele lets it fly. The air ball's picked up by Rumbo. Rumbo off to Valverde. Short. Zucon gets it over to Magni. And it goes back to Mexico. Mexico in their 5th ever appearance in the FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. 2 years ago, they finished in 15th. Their best finish was in 2014 and 16, where they ended up in 14th place. Tough take underneath for Gomez and a tougher result. Leads it to no points for Mexico. They have been scoreless in the last couple of minutes. Magni out to Sablich. And Velasquez through the traffic, gets the rebound. She drives and serves it underneath to Valverde. Lele stopped underneath. And it's to Zucon. .428 and counting until halftime. It is 24-21 in favor of Italy. It's been a low-scoring second quarter despite the red-hot start between these two teams. It was 19-16 Italy at the end of one, and only 5 points each in the second quarter. Velasquez gets the foul. And it might be on Alessandra Padula. Isabel Hassan is right in front of the scores table, ready to check back in. Italy out of fouls to give for the rest of the half. Mexico has 2. Here's Velasquez's stat line so far. 13 points, 3 of 4 from the foul line, 5 of 8 overall with 5 rebounds, assist, and steal. Velasquez mixes her second straight free throw after starting out 3 for 3. Second one in and out too. Zucon gets the rebound. We have not seen Ivana Olade since sustaining a possible injury to start the second quarter. Foul is committed by Rumbo, who checks out. Italy still has the lead. Andrea Lopez is checked in for Rumbo. Under 4 to go until halftime. Splish, splash, cash. The 3 is good for Diagne. Timeout, Mexico. A low-scoring second quarter, but it's Italy that still has the reins thanks to an Aisha Dagne three. And Diagne forces the turnover against Mexico. So she's been taking care of business on both ends of the floor. Meredith Jaime returns for Mexico. .344 remaining until halftime. The officials have a conference. It stays with Italy. So far, Slovenia leads USA 12-10. With 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, they're going to have a look. Has retracted her hand right as Diagne stretched her hand out to try to tap it off of her. Mexico behind by 6. It's been a while since they've been down by this much. It's been a close ball game. A foul is called. 2 free throws coming up for Mexico. In the last quarterfinal game that's happening right now, Slovenia looking to upset Team USA, but it's still early in the game with 4 minutes to go. Slovenia leading 14-11. Here in classification games, Italy leads 27-21. Valverde misses the first free throw. Australia versus Spain will be one of the semifinal games tomorrow, with Canada squeaking through with a narrow victory over China. They're trying to see who will win between Slovenia and Canada, or Slovenia and the USA. Amelia Bianco Rosignoli checks in for the first time. The tie-up. And there is a tie-up. It was a tie-up. Velasquez right on the money. And gets the ball from Mexico again. And she has been dominant, to say the least, not only today, but in this tournament. 13 points today, 15 points per game, which is 6th in the tournament. But she hasn't scored since the start of the second quarter. Here's the pull-up from Jaime, too strong off the window. Driving with force underneath is Sofia Zukon. And one. Zukon drills one and will go to the line for the and one. Zukon with 8 points, and get this, 12 rebounds already. The bonus bounces out. Valverde gets the rebound. Double team pressure applied in the backcourt. Mexico breaks the pressure. Diaz, as Valverde was open, but it's Velasquez who gets the ball. Valverde gets it this time. And the fouls continue to pile up for Italy. with 2:50 to play. Both teams out of fouls the rest of the half. 2:50 to play. Foul this time committed by Emilia Bianco-Rossignoli. And the free throw woes continue for Mexico. It is now decreased to under 60%. (29-23), that's the score. And Velasquez continues to cause trouble for Team Italy's offense. Her efficiency rate right now, a +16. Jaime gives the ball back to her. Valverde trying to establish position. She's at the top of the key, drives near the half circle and hits. A strong take to the basket. The difference is now 4. Rossignoli on the bounce pass. The floater, no good. Lele off the second chance. 3 to shoot. There's the 3. That is short. Velasquez on the rebound as she finds Valverde to cut it to 2. Valverde with back-to-back buckets. She has scored the last 5 points for Mexico, and because of her, they are now behind by 2. Exactly 2 minutes to go until the half. Italy will have the ball when we return. Mexico has bounced back into this ball game. They are now behind by 2. Italy looking to respond quickly. Sablic stopped at the line. Here is Lele, corner 3, no good. It will lead to the 3 shots. Lele at the moment, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Lele will take 3. They get them back up to a maximum of 5 points. She had 11 points against New Zealand. And the first one bounces out. She is a 50% free throw shooter in this tournament, while averaging 6 points and 2 boards a game. Second one is good. Italy as a unit shoots 48% at the free throw line, and Lele misses 2 of 3 of them. Mexico has a chance to tie it up if they go for the triple. And that's what they're going to do. Shot is missed for the tie. Gomez gets it back, and she is met by the double, and it's taken by Hassan. Italy mismatched in the case of numbers. Hassan gets it back, misses the 3 from the side. Velasquez breezes through, Euros through. And turns the ball over off of a travel violation. .76 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Italy is ahead 30-27. Close game so far, and Italy continues to pile up the turnovers. Mexico has first turnover number 9. Both teams have scored 11 points after a 19-16 lead for Italy at the end of one. Valverde breaks away from the screen, and Jaime slides underneath. And Mexico has to make their free throws right now. They are now 7 of 12 from the line. More stats, the largest lead in the game has been 7. The rebounds are now a +9 for Italy. First free throw is good for Jaime. 29-20 on the boards. 10 assists for Italy, 3 steals for Mexico. It is now a 1-point game. Mexico scoring more inside the paint, scoring 18 of their 29 from down. Lele loses the ball, and here is Jaime looking to give them the lead. She doesn't get it. It was last touched by Velasquez. It goes back to Italy with 44.2 to play. Hassan will take a break, and Bianco Rosignoli will throw it in instead. That means Diagne checks back in. She got a big 3 in the second quarter, and it's taken by Velasquez. Bad pass from Nakomoni. And Velasquez's free throws could bring them back into the game. They could at least tie it, or if she makes both, put them ahead by 1 for the first time since the 5-minute mark in quarter number 1. First free throw is good to tie things up. They have not led since Velasquez got the jumper off of the fast break at the 5:08 mark in the first quarter, and they get their first lead since then. Full court pressure applied. Ball nearly thrown away by Bianco Rosignoli. She gets out of the double team. Lele goes to the corner. Diagne, 4 on the clock. Bianco Rosignoli using too much time. Diagne doesn't get it off in time. And with 10.8 seconds to go, Mexico can expand their lead before the break. They'll have to toss it in from the backcourt. And it's because of Velasquez they've been able to get their lead back. The 2 times Mexico has lead is because of Velasquez and a jumper. They have not led since the 5:08 mark in the first quarter, and they're able to bounce back in a 15-11 run in this quarter alone. Velasquez with 15 points, Valverde with 12. They're the only ones in double digits in this one. Velasquez driving to the paint. Here's the pull-up. No. Jaime almost saves it, the jump ball. We'll give it to Italy with a second to go. .4 to go. Diagne's wide open, but she loses control of the ball, and there goes the horn. It is halftime. Mexico has a 31-30 lead into the intermission, thanks to Jimena Velasquez, who scored 15 points in the first half alone, including the go-ahead bucket to put Mexico ahead. Mexico's now shooting just below 30%. Italy shooting 33%. But Mexico, they have been capitalizing inside, scoring 18 of their 31 points inside, forced 12 turnovers to get 8 points off of turnovers and fast break as well. We'll take a step aside, a plus 11 advantage in rebounds for Italy as we go into a break. I'm Eric Sanders. I'll be back for the third quarter in less than 15 minutes. This is the classification game in the 2026 FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup.
Are you kidding me? Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. Chicago attacks the closeout, feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
Attack corner, Bogby and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Didn't overplay it. Unique players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Caitlin Clark gets to the passing lane, goes coast to coast for the and one opportunity.
You ain't never seen
think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
Attack corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Didn't overplay as well. You need players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing.
Caitlin Clark gets to the passing lane, goes coast to coast for the and-one opportunity.
You ain't never seen nothing like this. I'm on the climb with the come up. You ain't never seen nothing like this.
How many times are we gonna say this? Baseline, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks to close out. Deep Bruno inside.
Fills it off. It's all right.
The difference is only one between Mexico and Italy, and Mexico leads 31-30 as we have 20 more minutes of action to go here from Brno, Czechia, the classification game in the 2026 FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. I'm Eric Sanders. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be. Just want to say a quick hello to a fellow Canadian tuning in to this game is Juan De La Cruz, and he's probably heard me call the game between Canada and New Zealand. He's tuning in from Ontario as well. So we're glad to have you aboard. Rashid Vasquez taking advantage of his FIBA YouTube membership as we're seeing a handful of LeBron stickers along with Luka Doncic, Steph Curry, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which you have to imagine if they'll update those stickers, because I'm sure many of you have seen his new hairdo for the World Cup qualifiers when he played in his hometown of Hamilton just a week or two ago. But nevertheless, here we are, the women's World Cup classification game in U17 play. Mexico with the lead. They were down by as much as 7, but it's been a close game so far, and the reason why Mexico is ahead at the moment is Jimenez Vasquez, who has the ball, and 15 points leading all scorers. Third quarter begins with a turnover. That pass was intended for Valverde, who's also another player in double-digit figures with 12 points, going 5 of 9 from the field in the first 20 minutes of action. Italy currently being led by Sofia Zucon, who has 8 points and 12 rebounds. And Italy has a monstrous lead in rebounds with the stat line of 31-20. Pass goes underneath to Mako Moni, who spins around and doesn't get that one to drop. In the second quarter, it was a low-scoring affair, but Mexico broke through, outscoring Italy 15-11. And there's a bad pass, and it's taken back by Diagne. The foul is on Valverde. And because of that foul, it goes to an unsportsmanlike foul, which means Diagne will get 2 shots and Italy will get the ball afterwards. And Diagne swishes one through. Italy came into this one shooting close to 50% at the line, and Diagne goes 2 for 2. They are now 8 of 18 for the day. And with those free throws, they're back ahead. Here's Ana Sadlic. Picked up 6 points for her troubles, all coming from outside. Lob underneath, that's good. Textbook play for Sofia Zucon, who's now in double-digit figures. She has a double-double, 12 boards, 10 points. Italy back up by 3. Last time Mexico led before halftime was at the 5-minute mark in the opening quarter. That did not last long. Rumbo misses the trifecta, and it's back to Zucon. Velasquez almost got a hand on it. Zucon, nice pass to Diagne. Diagne drives to the hole. It looks like it's going to be a foul on Mexico. Velasquez is called for the foul. Rumbo thought she had great position right behind the half circle. But it's not going to go their way as Diagne will go for more free throws. She is 3 for 3 in the last 2 trips. She makes it a 4-point game. Diagne did not play against Slovenia in the round of 16, and she's certainly making up for it. She is 4 for 4 now from the foul line. Velasquez looking to spur Mexico right back into the game, and traveling is called on Velasquez as Italy continues to smother them with some defense right near the key. It was the presence of Emilia or Mariana Macomoni that flustered Velasquez as she was in the air for the hop step. Nice rejection. I believe it's going to go to Valverde, but Italy still has the rock. 8 on the 24. Diagne forces through, and she's going to get 2 shots. Mexico unhappy with that possession. Valverde thought it was a clean strip. But it's Diagne again. And this will be 6 straight free throws for her. Nine points for Diagne. And she's looking to make it 10. And she doesn't. Macomoni gets the rebound. Second chance for Italy. Italy now shooting 50% from the line. Pull-up tray, Shazam. Big run for Italy, and that is captivated by Sofia Zukon's triple, as Mexico has no answers as they've given up 10 consecutive points to start the third quarter. A 10-0 run for Italy as they get the lead back. They're ahead by 9. The winner will play Latvia, who pulled through with a 72-59 victory against the host team, Czechia. And the loser will play Czechia in the deeper classification game tomorrow. Here is Rumbo on the 3, off the mark. And Magny establishes her position as she lets the ball bounce out of there. Third meeting all time between Mexico and Italy. Italy won the first 2 meetings. They met in group play in the last U17 Women's Basketball World Cup that took place in Mexico. Italy won that 70-41, and then in 2014 they played for 13th place, where Italy won 64-52. They lead 40-31 in this installment of the U17s. Diagne gets away and shoots it a little too strong. The putback is out. And Zukon try to get the rebound, and Mexico will get it back. Halftime between USA and Slovenia. USA up 36-31 after trailing late in the first. 3, Velasquez, no. Loose ball picked up by Diagne. Diagne passes the timeline and sends it out. And Macomoni tight ropes the sideline, and it's retained by Zukon. Goes to Diagne and throws it away immediately to Velasquez. Velasquez the only one there, and she scores. A 7-point game now. Mexico is asking for a travel. They play on. Underneath, Zukon out to Diagne for 3. No. Zukon saves the ball. Sablich. And Diagne working around the world to get the ball. 5 on the 24. Here is Magny out to Diagne. Doesn't get it. Macomoni with the rebound, and the third chance. It goes down this time. No responses at the boards for Mexico. They are at a disadvantage of 10 or more in that department. Italy with the largest lead in the game. Ball nearly stripped and is last touched by Sablich. And Sablich touched it last. Ivana Olade, who suffered an apparent injury in the second quarter, is back into the lineup. And Martin can't get it off in time. That was an air ball off of the three, which leads into a shot clock violation for Mexico. Ivana Olade was on the floor to start the second quarter before the injury occurred. But thank goodness she is back on the floor. Pull up triple, short. And it's Mako Moni taking on the boards here in the third quarter. Nice fake from Diagne. Gets close as she was searching for Sablich, but it's deflected out of bounds. Carmelo Ruiz tuning in from Puerto Rico. We thank you for tuning in. We're at the halfway mark in the third quarter. Italy up by 9. Shots no good for Olade. Diagne. Up for a corner three. That rattles in and out. And Mako Moni gets her third rebound in the last couple of trips. Zuka out of her position with 5 to shoot. Ball last touched by Italy. Four and 28 remaining to go in the third. Italy has kicked the door open to start the third quarter, 12-2, with Olivia Lele back in for Sablich. Jordan Martin taking on Nako Moni. She loses the battle off of the block and will stay with Mexico with 5 on the clock. From that angle, it looked like Martin touched it last, so the officials will have a chat over it again. And they will go to the table. Official review time. And I think the money shot would be the one underneath the basket, because Jordan Martin, she was having trouble with Mariana Nako Moni. Mako Moni, she slapped it first, but the ball ricocheted right into the hands of Martin. That's what it looks like. And it looks like it was last touched by Martin. Unfortunate for her because she was reacting to Nako Moni. We'll see what the officials decide here. From that view, it looked like Martin touched it last. So we'll see if the review is successful. And it's going to stay with Mexico. They're going to put 5 seconds on the shot clock. Nope, they're going to reset it. They overturned it, and it will be Italy ball. So Jordan Martin touched it last, because Nako Moni, she was fighting for the ball and it deflected off of Martin's fingertips. Second time the official review has been overturned here in this one. Nice pick from Nako Moni. Way to take a player out of the play. Diaz had nowhere to go. Velasquez with the ball. She cradles it a little bit. Diaz hasn't scored since the first 2 points for Mexico to start this one off. Velasquez drives to the lane and she is smothered. smothered like gravy on Thanksgiving turkey, and that's going to give her 2 shots. And this is the person that Mexico hopes could heat up early in this second half. The free throw is good to give her 18. 67% of the foul line. 12 of 17 now for Mexico. Make that 13 of 18. And she's played 26 minutes of action on the floor. So she's played all the time that you're seeing on the clock. Lele dumps it down. Nakomoni with it again. Mexico showing pressure, and it pays off for them. It's up to Olade. Got it. Ivana Olade off the floor and on the board. Five-point lead. Spin move, deferred. Alele back to Mariana Nakomoni. She's using a lot of time. Diagne getting away from Velasquez. He'll have to put it up. She does not. A 24-second violation caused by Mexico, as they were able to trap Italy around the perimeter. Nico upgraded membership to MVP. Well done. Just to make it a 1-score game. Got it. Mariana Diaz hasn't been heard since early in the game. Has cut Mexico's deficit to 2. Magni a 3. Put her there. That's how you answer back. After being forced around the perimeter, they took advantage. Velasquez for 3. Put her there again. Splish, splash, cash, we go. It's Jimenez Velasquez show, and we're living it. Nakomoni taken on by Martin. Loose ball picked up by Diaz. They could tie it up or go ahead by 1 on this trip. 100 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Velasquez last trip, she dropped a triple. Martin to match her jersey number. No. Ball taken by Zuka. She already has a double-double to her name. Lele with a no-look. And Zucon is fouled by Martin. Martin got the hand and the ball. The clock stops at 1:22. Sofia Zucon lines it up for the first, and it's no good. Zucon is now 2 of 6 from the line. Despite that, she has an outstanding line of 17 rebounds and 13 points. Check that, make that 14 as the lead is back up to 3. Maria Buzanka calling a play right away. Around the world, Diaz can't get the finger up. And the foul is drawn by Olade. 2 more shots for her. Italy down to their last foul to give. Huge free throws coming up for Mexico. Olade with the first one. That bounces out. Olade takes her time and buries the second one. 2-point game. Valverde goes back to the bench. It's going to be Marisol Gomez, the power forward, checking in. Mexico adding depth for the next 67 seconds to shut down Italy. And they can do that now with Mariana Nakamoni out of the game. Wide open look. That's good. Anna Sablic. My mistake, it's Sofia Zukon again, who's continuing to go on a tear. Two-possession game. Velasquez wisely gives it up to Olade. Olade crashes into the lane. Tough shot is good. Marisol Gomez cuts it back to 2. Mexico has to play carefully defensively. They're in the penalty. Great give and go pass. Lele up 3, short. And it's back to Velasquez. She can tie it up if she wants. She goes coast to coast, doesn't get it. Rebound by Olade. And she takes advantage. Lele is called for the foul. That is her first. Emilia Bianco Resignoli hasn't been into the lineup. The forward has 3 fouls and only played 3.5 minutes for Italy. Foul trouble right now, 2 players with 3 for Mexico, Valverde and Rumbo. Valverde is back into the game and the free throw is good. Difference is now 1. Isabella Martinez will have a chance on the hardwood floor. Martinez played 6 minutes on Wednesday. Down to 7 on the clock. 3 ball at the horn. A huge 3 coming from Ana Sablic. She's another one of those players that got silent since the start of the second quarter, but now she picks up her 3rd triple. 9 points and 6 assists for her as we're at the end of the 3rd quarter. It is Italy 51, Mexico 47 at the end of 3. The 4th quarter is coming up next on the FIBA YouTube channel.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
That corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Didn't overplay it as well. Players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans here at Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing.
This has been a close game. 30 minutes have gone by, 10 more at least to go. With Italy leading 51-47, thanks to the triple from Ana Sablic at the buzzer. And they will start the 4th quarter with the ball. Italy tonight shooting 34% from the field, 50% at the line, and snagging down 46 rebounds. Top scorer right now is Sofia Zukon. 16 points, 17 rebounds, a monster day for her. Sablic with the teardrop, off the mark. Taken back by Zukon. Here is Padulo, tries a 3, way off. Jaime establishing her position to let it bounce out. Mexico has only led twice into the game, once at the 5-minute mark in the first quarter and once heading into the break at the end of the second quarter. But from there, they gave up a 10-0 run to Italy to start the third quarter, and they have been playing catch-up since. Largest lead tonight, 9. Mexico being led by Jimenez Velasquez, who is close to 20 points. Strong screen from Zucon. Back to Sablich, a 3. Off the front. Mexico gets possession with a minute into the fourth. I'm Aaron Sanders. Thank you again for joining us, wherever you may be on the FIBA YouTube channel. Wrapping up classification play today, and of course in the semifinals, which is underway in the third quarter with USA ahead by 4. And the ball is stripped by Zucon. Zucon to Lele, who gets it back. Another fast start for Italy. Velasquez at the elbow, and now plays it to Jaime. Velasquez thought about the 3 and gives it to Jaime instead, who goes off the side. Rebound, scooped up, picked up, thrown up, and put down. Martin will head to the line for the and 1. One now for Jordan Martin. Misses the bonus. Yeah, the horn blew after the miss. And Aaron Horn, after the miss, is going to go to Italy on a full reset. Mexico has to find some way to reduce Italy's ability to rebound, especially on the offensive glass. They have given up 18 offensive rebounds and in turn 14 second chance points to them. But the bright side for Mexico on the other side, they have scored 26 points inside. More than half of what they got. Olivia Lele has the rock. Quick passes to Nakomoni, who goes down low, and it's missed. Nakomoni back in the game, which means that can help them out in their chances of the rebounds. Mexico ball. We've seen some fireworks here today. Francis Volette, baseline layup with a second to go. Put Canada in the semifinals against the winner of Slovenia and USA. And right now, USA has the lead in the middle of the third quarter. They're up 43 to 37, I should say. And they're being led by Ivana Wilson-Maniaca, who has 14. Here in this game, it's the Jimenez Velasquez show. And an offensive foul will give Mexico the ball again. Velasquez has played every second, every minute of this game, and she has tacked on 22 points. She's 2 rebounds away from a double-double, her efficiency rate of plus 25. Aisha Dagne is back into the lineup. It is a 4-point game. Velasquez searches for Valverde and has that turned over. Yagne gets it back from Sablich. Magni underneath the Zucon, and she turns the ball over. Zucon unhappy with the decision. They'll have to play tougher defense to get that one back. And they have proved that with their 4 steals. 4 steals, 5 points off of turnovers. Velasquez locates Rumbo. Rumbo in foul trouble. Rumbo knocks down the trifecta. The difference is 1 again. Italy playing hot potato with 6:36 to go in the game. Here's the tough shot. It counts for Emilia Magni. Magni, a name seldom heard today, but she continues to amaze. She has piled up 12 points. Her tournament high was in the loss against Slovenia on Wednesday with 16 points. As we see Ismar Rumbo back to the bench. Rumbo now with 4. Foul situation, Valverde with 3. Italy with 2 players with 3. That's Padullo and Bianco Resignoli. The bonus is good. Magni now with 13. A 2-possession game once again. Valverde cuts in. Now it's Diaz's turn. Diaz loses the basketball. Sablic to Magni. That is 4 straight points for Emilia Magni. And Italy goes back on another scoring run to start what's been a hectic 4th quarter. Mexico calls for time.
Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. Chicago attacks to close out. Beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Italy is out and about on a scoring run. They are ahead by 6. The score is 58-52. 12 points have been scored between the 2 teams. Italy responsible for 7 of them. Mexico continuing to play catch up with 6:10 to go in the ball game. With a Mexico win, they will probably end up with their best finish in U17 program history. An Italy win would defy all of that. Here's the layup from Velasquez, too strong, and Nakamoni picks it up. Magni at the line, no. Velasquez has played every single minute into this game so far. And there goes one of the microphones. It just shows all the hustle and heart from Aisha Diagne, and it looks like she is stunned at the moment. She dived for the ball, as you could plainly hear it. Diagne's having a terrific game so far. 9 points off of 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And for someone that did not play against Slovenia, this has been her breakthrough game. Close to the 5-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Italy 58, Mexico 52. Nice back down dribble. There's 3 on the clock. Sablic gets inside, and Padullo wastes time. Not a lot of awareness on the part of Italy on that trip. Jaime tiptoes the half-court line. Now it's Mariana Diaz. Diaz gets it back from Valverde. Velasquez trying to escape from Diagne. She has one to shoot. And she lets it fly. And hits! Unbelievable! Velasquez over her shoulder. Isn't she a magician on the court today? If that isn't shown on SportsCenter or any of the FIBA highlights, then I don't know what to tell you, folks. You just have to make a wish and it comes true. Mexico Magic by name is Jimenez Velasquez. Unbelievable. But they fall asleep on the assignment. The shot is missed. Diagne left wide open. Can't get it. It's off the glass too. And Velasquez looking to cut it to one. She does, and she'll go to the line. Velasquez vindicated. 5 straight points from her. First the wild shot, now the and one. Not the best decision on the part of Italy, just to foul her on the way to the basket. Velasquez, what a game that she's had so far. If you're just joining us, you missed a shot for the ages. She ties it up. She got the foul, count the layup, but the play before that, she fired a shot from over the shoulder as she was smothered from the corner with the shot clock going off. Cut their deficit to 2, or 3 I should say, and now here they are tying the game up at 58. Which could go back Italy's way with the 2 free throws coming up for Diagne. Here's a stat line right now for Jimenez Velasquez. 27 points and 8 rebounds. Italy's leading scorer right now is Sofia Zucon with 16 points. Diagne makes the first to give her 10th point. There's a lot of impressive stat lines today. The free throw bounces in and out, and it's pulled out by Diaz. Velasquez, she is aiming for 30. Martin to the rack, too strong off of the power. Ball is deflected and is picked up by Magny. And is stolen by Jaime, but it looks like they're going to get the foul on her on the attempt to take the ball back. So let's take a look. Yep, it is on Jaime. This is a good game. The most points Italy has scored was 60 in their lone win against Egypt. And the layup from Diagne leads to free throws again. Italy could look for the highest points they've scored in this tournament with this free throw trip coming up. The most Mexico has scored in this tournament was 51, and that was in the group opener against China. They're at 58 right now, and we're at 3 minutes and 31 seconds to go in regulation. And Diagne helps tie Italy's record for most points scored in this year's U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. The second one is no good, but it's taken back by Magni. She is smothered, and she has it snatched by Diaz. Numbers for Mexico, and it's taken back by Diagne. She stayed on the play, did not give up at all. Sablich on the corner, 3-ball, no. Silkon pulls it down. Yet another performance that has been terrific for her. Diagne on the fake, sends it out to the corner, 3-ball, Shazam! It is Lele who pulls it up from three-point land. That is her first three-pointer of the game, believe it or not. Under 3 to go in the fourth. Italy ahead by 5. Close one so far. Here's a 3, a big one, no. Rebound, Rumbo, who goes underneath the Martin. Can't get the shot. Tussle for the ball, and Martin gets it all alone. Great hustle from Rumbo and company. And Diagne looking to answer back. Nope, it's Lele instead, and she hits. Bucket after bucket after bucket. Might as well name this game Buckets, the motion picture. Italy up by 6. Shout out to Robert Reno, the sharpshooter in Windsor, Ontario, for that. Here's the layup underneath. Martin misses it, but she gets the foul. So that will put Italy over the limit. So we're at the 2-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Martin's first free throw bounces out. Martin with only 4 points today. Again, the stat line to pay attention to, Jimenez Velasquez with 28 big ones. And for Italy, Sofia Zukon with 19 boards and 16 points. The rebound is pulled out, and it's fought for on the floor. Mexico ball. Quick update from USA and Slovenia as Gianni Valverde checks in. USA now up 61-42 as they started the fourth quarter. Canada awaits the winner of that one for the right or for the semifinal matchup. Remember, if USA wins against Slovenia as the first free throws off the mark for Rumbo, this will be the third straight time in the last 3 years that USA and Canada has gone at it deep in the stages of a tournament, whether it be the U16 AmeriCup or the U17 World Cup. Ball was last touched by Mexico. It was last year where USA beat Canada in the U16 AmeriCup, and then the year before that for the U17 gold medal. And now Canada, if they get USA, will meet them again, but this time in the semifinals. Rebound pulled down by Lele, and the foul is called with 1:32 to go. Olivia Lele, a good outstanding game for her, 11 points. She's looking for 12, and it doesn't go. She has tied for tournament high of 11 points. She accomplished that back on the 12th against New Zealand. Italy with the lead. Both teams out of fouls to give the rest of the game. Lele with a breakout game. Make that 12 for her, and now we'll see Martina Pasqualetti back in. Italy up by 7. Their largest lead was 9. And they accomplished that in the third quarter. Screen from Martin. Rumbo slows it down. Diaz. Velasquez trying to break free in the near side. Martin scoops it up and in to make it 67-62. What a ball game. Magny cuts right down to the lane, gets the ball straight from Sablich. Magny out. Back over to Zukon. A monstrous game for her. She goes outside. Magny a 3. Shazam! Could that be the dagger? Magny magic to make it 70-62. Velasquez. Not a lot of room for her as it stays with Mexico. Team Mexico calls time with 41.8 seconds to go. Emilia Magny, who averages 5 points per game, picks up huge 3 points. She has tied her tournament high, which she accomplished against Slovenia just the other day with that triple. That is her third 3 of the game. The close to another good game here, the FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. Italy up by 8. There's a pass down low to Olade, who puts it out. It goes out. Unbelievable. And Velasquez comes up with a steal, and that's been her bread and butter all game. Oh, she misses it. The donut missed the coffee, and Velasquez had no other option but to foul. That is painful for Velasquez as she picks up her 3rd personal. Half a minute to go as Rumbo will take a seat. They give the foul to Rumbo, which ends her game. She and Valverde's night is done. Yagne has one more foul to give for Italy, but it may not look like she's going to take that foul at all. Italy within reach of a victory. Lele's second free throw goes in. Strong showing in the second half for Italy. They started it out on a 10-0 run, which, by the way, that's their lead right now. Velasquez goes for the layup and unable to hit. She is unhappy despite the stat line she put up. Jimenez Velasquez had 28 points, but Italy pulls through. And this was a battle for the ages. 3 straight victories for Italy over Mexico in U17 play as they defeat Mexico with a final score of 72-62. Jimenez Velasquez, the player of the game for Mexico, playing all 40 minutes, 28 points, 8 rebounds. But for Italy, we've seen a lot of fantastic performances, and this has to be in the record books. Sofia Zucca, 21 rebounds and 16 points. Emilia Magni with the go-ahead three to put Italy within winning distance of 16 points. Olivia Lele helping out in the second half. Total of 14. Aisha Dagne, 11 points for her, while Italy shot 35% from the field, snagging up 57 rebounds compared to Mexico's 38. That will do it for this game. Italy will move on to play against Latvia in the classification stages, and Mexico will play against Czechia, the host team, after what has been a fantastic game. That will do it for me. I will see you and talk to you guys again tomorrow for the semifinal matchup. It will either be Spain versus Australia or Canada versus the winner of the game between USA and Slovenia. Either way, we'll talk to you again very soon. Thank you to Coco and Ollie that's tuned in from Kingsville. Thank you to everybody that tuned in around the world here on the FIBA YouTube channel. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. But until then, remember, there are plenty of good sports out there, so you be one too. This is Aaron Sanders saying you've been watching continuing coverage of the 2026 FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. So long, everybody.